Anand R, not Ashok IT. Okay? You're responding to Anand R, not Ashok IT. So that I can get your messages. You have to respond to co-host. Okay. So we are here to learn DSA. We are here to learn DSA. It's nothing but data structures. It's in first session. Data structures. Now, let's try to write it down few FAQ which you have in your mind. I try to answer them and we will move forward to look into the syllabus. What we're gonna learn. Okay. So, what programming language we'll use in this course? So, can you tell me what programming language I should select in this course? Java. Many people are saying Java. Is there anyone who knows programming language other than Java? CPP, C++. Okay. What else? C. Okay. C sharp. Okay. Cool. Apart from that, any other programming language? May I write it down Python? So basically, when you're learning data structures and algorithm, it's language independent. Okay. It's language independent. In our course, we'll be preferring Java, and our implementation would be in the Java. If you know the fundamental and if you're able to understand the concept, very easily you can modify it to in your specific language. Make sense? See, if you have to write the for loop to find the minimum and the maximum, and if you know the logic, and if you know the language fundamental, let's say, if you know Python, and the logic which I've discussed, it is in Java. Can't you convert it into the Python? A very simple question. Can't you do that? You have that skills, right? Okay. Now, many of you would have the question, why I should learn data structures and algorithm? I'm already good in Spring Boot. I've worked into the industry. I'm good in database, right? Why I should learn DSA? Can anybody answer that? Why I should learn DSA? If you want, you can raise hand. We can have the discussion. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, hi. Yeah.
Hi, Suresh.
The way how we should implement the logic behind how fast we can do it, the current it makes us familiar with the complexities currently that we have with our code. Okay, how we can make it or how we can scale it. Many of those algorithms which are already there. That's kind of an overview what we can do. I mean, if you know this.
So scalability can be one of the point.
Yeah, scalability, time complexity.
Time and space complexity. Okay, okay. But why to give so much importance to time and space complexity? How does it help you if you know time and space complexity? Can anyone wants to answer this? I'm allowing you to unmute. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Basically, what why should we learn? Because companies are asking in interviews. So for getting job, we have to learn DSR. That is the most important.
Okay. So in simple words, I can say that in order to
write the efficient code.
go to product-based companies, you should be good at DSA.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, recently I gave the interview in the Morgan Stanley. They were they gave some logic to write. I wrote in the for loop. They were not satisfied to write inside the for loop. They said that, can you find the time complexity? Like these types of questions they were asking. So I was unable to give the answer, sir.
Makes sense. So in order to go to the product-based companies, you should be good at DSA. Now, the question will come, why product-based companies are emphasized much on the DSA? Right? There should be some reason. So I'll first discuss this point. Why they're emphasizing much on the time and space complexity? I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say that this is an array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I will rotate the array one time, how does it will look like? Can I say that it will look like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1? Everyone agreeing with me? If I will rotate the array one time, it will look something like this. That means taking one element, inserting at the, will it look like this? Agreeing with me? If I will do it for 2 times, so I will take these 2 elements, and if I will rotate, it will look like 3, 4, 5. Okay. Make sense? So how many times I have rotated this array? 2 times. If I will give you something like this, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, how many times I have rotated this array? This array, how many times I have rotated? 2. Let me try to write like this. I'll keep the 3 at the end. Now, how many times this array has been rotated? Array has been rotated 3 times. So, what will be your approach in order to tell me how many times array has been rotated? What will be your approach, guys? Anyone? Any thought?
Sir, I'll take the one temp array.
Hmm?
First step is I'll take one temp array and store the elements. What are the how many elements we need to store that index we need to store those to the temp array. So we can take temp array and that is the one approach I am thinking. And be those 2 bits. What are those?
After that, what you will do? You have taken the temp array. What next?
Store the first 2 elements into the temp array. What are the? Let's take the 2 elements 1, 2. And the third step is copy those elements into the temp array, into the original array.
How you will identify that you have to copy from 1 to? Understand that it requires problem solving skills. Can I propose a very simple logic? Very simple logic. Just try to understand. If you compare 4 and 5, can I say that element on the left is greater than the element on the right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you compare 5 and the 1, element on the left, is it greater than the element on the right?
Yeah.
If you compare 5 and the 1, element on the left, what is the element on the left? 5?
5, yeah.
What is the right element? 1?
1, yeah.
Okay, sorry. In the first comparison, if you see, the element on the left is smaller than the element on the right. Yes? 4 and 5?
Correct.
Yes. But over here, is that condition holds true? Is element on the left smaller than the element on the right?
No.
No, right? So as soon as this condition becomes false, you find the position. Yes. So if I will write it in terms of index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Guys, it's for your understanding. Just don't try to see how you are gonna implement it. Just try to understand the problem statement first. Can I say that you got the second index now? Everyone? If you want, you can check it over here. Once you compare 3 to 4, is element on the left lesser than the element on the right? Is this condition true? When you compare 3 and 4, 3 and 4, is this condition true? Element on the left, is it lesser than the element on the right?
Yes, sir.
Then you compared 4 and 5. Does this conditions again become true or not? You compared the element on the left with the element on the right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
No. Again, it's correct. Then once you compare 5 and the 1, does this condition becomes true?
Sir.
Yes, no?
No.
No. Guys, everyone is able to understand what I'm trying to say. As soon as this condition becomes false, you can stop.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if you see that I'm linearly iterating in order to find it, am I doing
Yes,
the
sir.
linear iteration? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I will linearly search for it, the complexity is big often. What is big often? Need not to worry. If you will give this answer in the interview, the next question would be, can you optimize it? Okay, your logic is correct. Can you optimize it? If you want to optimize, you have to use the binary search, which can do it in log n. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So now the next question is why they want the optimized solution? Why they want that you should implement an optimized? Is it clear that in order to understand what is time and space complexity, and in order to optimize the code, you should be good in the DSA? Now,
Yes,
can
sir.
I
Yes,
say
sir.
that before optimizing the code, first of all, I should have the problem solving skills? See, what does problem solving skills means? You should be in a position to come up with a solution. If you have the solution, then only you will optimize it, right? If you don't know the solution, what you will optimize? Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely correct, sir.
So DSA caters in a very broad perspective, these three. Now, let's try to understand. Let's try to understand. I have one beautiful example for you.
Sir, I have a question.
Go ahead, Krishna.
Sir, first we have to go through competitive programming, then we have to go with this type of sorting algorithm or
Not really.
this. No, okay, because I have like you told, it means like we have to first know how to solve the program, then we have to go through the optimization. So that's what I am thinking.
Makes sense. I'll answer. That would be our next. Okay.
Hello, sir. Rushikesh this side. I have one question.
What is your age?
Yes, sir. Sir, after doing this course, means how much more effort I'll require to crack Mang companies,
You
or
also
whether
discuss.
this will be.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, means how much more effort I'll require, or this class will be a sufficient to get
I'll
the
cover that.
all the types of problems which will get asked in this type of companies.
Sure. I'll take it up.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Just wait for 5 minutes.
Hello, sir.
Suppose just let me clear up these two questions and I'll pick it up. Is it fine?
Actually, the mic problem. Your voice is not coming properly. Other participants' voice is coming clearly, sir.
Guys, is it the case? Are you not able to hear me properly?
No, I'm here properly, sir.
I'm yes, sir.
What is
I'm good, sir.
Cool. I'll try to speak loud. Okay, Subodh?
Yes, sir.
So I'll say that in the companies like you mentioned the Mang, right? You mentioned the word Mang. Cool. We already discussed that not only going to the man company is important. Any product-based companies which is paying you good, which is taking care of your lifestyle, you can prefer that. And to be very honest, Amazon does not believe in work-life balance. They believe in work-life harmony. So it's a sheer difference between work-life balance and work-life harmony. Okay, so we will discuss that later, but as of now, just take this as an input. So in these company, coding is just the implementation, which roughly take around 20 to 30% of time. Now, most of the time goes into designing these things with the optimum algorithm. So if you use the optimum algorithm, can I say that you will save computer resources? You will save the computer resources. Yes or no? Servers, computation powers, and a few examples. Are you getting the point?
It means system design.
Not really system design. System design is a separate topic. What I'm saying is, if you want to implement a particular task and there are two solutions, so you have to choose between them, right? Let's say in order to solve a particular problem, there are two solutions. Okay. One has the very high time complexity. Another one has low time complexity. Which one you will prefer? Of course, two. Right? Time complexity should be less, right? Time complexity indirectly affects the running time of an algorithm. So can I say that time complexity should be less? But first of all, you should be in a position to come up with two solutions, right? Make sense? If you have two solutions, then only you can decide which solution is better. It doesn't have to deal with system design. Am I clear with this point? Now, many people are saying about CP, competitive programming. I say that competitive programming is a very, very vast topic. It's like an ocean, and it never ends. The more you learn, the more you feel that I should know more topics, and it goes on, right? It's a never-ending story. Are you able to understand what is competitive programming? It contains lots of topics. But when we talk about topics that you need in order to go into the industry, it's very simple. Okay. So can I call it a superset and this will be a subset? Okay. So if you know these topics, it's more than enough to go into the industry. So the current problem which we have discussed, it was asked in Amazon. When you will go for the face-to-face interview, you will face these kinds of problems. Particularly this one. Even though it was hard to explain, I took it up. Is it clear? Now, the next point is, you're learning this course. What will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? So, as of now, the result which this batch has produced. Okay, so if I will talk about the fresher, how much salary you are expecting the fresher should earn?
I do 6 lakhs.
3 to 6 lakhs. Okay.
6 LPA.
6 LPA. 3 to 6, right? So I'll say that one of our students, he is in his final year. Like final year has not been completed so far. He already have the offer of. Okay, for experience, let's go with. For experience, let's go with 0 to 3. How much you can expect? If someone is having 3 years of experience into the industry.
More than 20.
More than 20. Okay. 20 as a base or in terms of all the compensation you're saying 20?
All the compensation.
All the compensation.
No
So
idea.
20 as in CTC. If I will tell you 20 as in base is possible, and we have seen that. Roughly, it's a rough figure, right? 20 as in base, like joining bonus and the current CTC, like base salary included. And you can expect roughly 20 to 25 as in stocks and various other compensations. We have seen that. Of course, the stocks will be vested for 3 to 4 years. But this is the result which this batch has produced. Okay. Now, what are the skills required to master it? Let me have that discussion as well. Of course, this course will be finished off within 3 to 4 months. See, problem solving is not the prerequisite for this course. I'll come back to that point. Okay. It will take 3 to 4 months to finish off this course. I'll say that once this course is finished off, spend another 2 months to practice. So if you practice DSA roughly for 6 months, for sure you can crack good product-based company. Now, if your target is man,
After practicing the DSA 6 months, we are able to crack the FANG companies.
that was the point I was trying to cover.
Okay, sorry.
So if you talk about the MANG or the FANG companies, I'll say that see, it depends on how good you're able to grasp DSA. I'll say that it requires more efforts from your end. It's feasible, but the number of hours you're putting in a day should increase. Let's say if you're spending 1 to 2 hours for 6 months, I'm pretty sure that you can crack good product-based companies. If you want to go for MANG, you have to at least practice 3 to 4 hours. So I'll say that do not keep the initial target as a MAG. Of course, in our course, we will cover the question which are asked in the MAG. So if you are covering the question which are asked in the MAG, definitely all the companies follow. I don't know why captions are coming. Shall I close it out?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no problem.
Show subtitle. I think it's
Automatic.
I don't know. I think it's I think it's in feature from the Zoom. I'm not able to disable it. Subtitle settings. Okay, guys, let me do not change any of the setting. If it is done, I don't want that session should be affected. Shall we move forward? If it's fine for you. Guys, it's my screen. Why you're writing it down?
Yes,
You
sir.
want-
Yeah. No.
Could you please disable this transcript?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that and I'm not able to find the option. If you know it, just let me know.
Sir, we can disable it, sir.
You can disable it from your end.
Yes, sir.
It's
By
great.
clicking the
Mhm.
option and then love it. We'll remove it, sir.
Anyone wants to draw? I've disabled that. Okay. Let's move. Where were we? What you were discussing? We just lost the track. Okay, so we were discussing how much practice is required in order to go to the fan-based companies, right? And what about the non-IT and CS students? It's feasible if you're non-IT and CS students, at least minimum bear is 6 LPA. If you're having lesser than that, I'll say that maybe your company selection is wrong, or I'll say that you haven't practiced. So these are the only two outcomes which I have seen, which I can say if you're having the package less than 6 LPA. And guys, trust me, if you're experienced, your package will depends on what is your current CTC. If let's say your current is 5, take the offer for 10, then take the offer for 12 and 14. And if you increase in this manner, it's feasible to go till 16 and 18. So that would be the correct strategy. Do not directly jump for higher offers. But if you are able to get a chance to interview in the good product-based companies, sometimes their bare minimum is 3 times your current CTC. This can also happen, right? Is it fine? Shall we move forward and look into the syllabus what you're gonna learn so that you can get a
Yes.
better perspective? How much more efforts? See, I'll say that at least you should practice 3 to 4 hours if you want to go into the fan. If you're not able to find the for 3 to 4 hours for 6 months, of course, see, then it will become 12 months and 3 to 4 hours will change it to 1 to 2 hours. Make sense? So basically, you should be in a position to solve at least 500 problem statements in order to draft the file. 200 problem statements we will cover in the course. Remaining 2 to 300, you have to do it from your end. Okay, so let me share the syllabus. Are you able to view it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me know if you're able to do the drawing as well. I will draw over here as well. Are you able to use the pink color over the screen?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes.
Pattern.
See, these are the topics which we will discuss. So first of all, we'll start with the pattern printing, fundamentals of an array, fundamentals of matrix, math, sorting. So what does these fundamentals will do? It will build your problem solving skills. See, of course, building your problem solving skills is never ending process, but it will give you the fundamental of problem solving skills. If I want to summarize, I can say that it is nothing but your logical programming. Now, once you're good in the logical programming, we will start discussing complex topics like time and space complexity, data types and their constraints, number system, bit manipulation. I just want you to research why bit manipulation is so much important. And do you know about the bit manipulation? The term bit manipulation, anyone? Guys, do you know about the term bit manipulation?
No,
Yes,
sir.
no?
No. As of now. No.
So no. Do you know
I
that
think so. I think we can use the OR or AND operators, XOR operators.
XOR or okay. So In very simple words, if I want to summarize, can I say that everything is 0 and 1 in the computers?
Yeah.
Everything is 0 and 1, right?
It's mission
Yes.
level.
Yes.
Yeah. Performing operations on zeros and ones will come under bit manipulation. Okay. So if you know that multimedia companies or in your company, if there is a project with respect to the multimedia, they will for sure try to check the bit knowledge. How they will do that? So first question they will give it to you in TSA, like very simple question just to test. One of the example which I've shown you with respect to array, you answered it very quickly. The next question for sure would be from DP, graph and trees. And once you're able to answer that also very quickly, the next question would be, I just want you to, are you good at bit manipulation? If you say yes, and they will say one last problem statement, it will hardly take 5 minutes, and they will give you one small question with respect to bit manipulation. So we also try to cover that even in the worst case, if that has been asked, you should be in a position to answer. Okay. Guys, most of my discussion are based on face-to-face rounds. I'm not debugging much into the hacker rank test. Okay, as of now. Let me clear off the screen. If that is clear, and after learning all that stuff, we will for sure look into the introduction to various coding platforms. Do you know the coding platforms in order to practice your code?
Yes.
Hacker
Lead
rank,
What are
code.
they? HackerRank,
Hacker
Code shift.
code
Hacker-
forces, code chef.
okay,
Lead code.
Code forces. Okay, and lead code.
So Indrubit also is a good platform, I think.
Interrobit also. It's a very good platform. So lead code. See, the point is question problem statement which are available in the lead code are also available in the interview bit, right? So it's up to you which one you want to select. I prefer go for the lead code because it is so many questions and you can also add it to your resume that I have solved these many problem statements in the lead.
Okay, sir.
And guys, I would be needed few helps from you when you're learning this course. In HackerRank, whenever you solve the problem statement in the DSA, you will get some scores. For example, you solve easy problem statement, you will get 10 scores, medium, 20, and so on. I think you got the point, right?
You get the stars also.
Right. So at the end, the sum of these score which you get is converted into the star. If you have 100, then you can get 1. If you have 300, you can get 2 stars, and so on. So what I'm expecting, once this course is ended, at least you're in a position to solve
5 stars.
5 stars. At least 5 stars. This is a bare minimum I'm expecting, which everyone has to do. And if you're able to get 5 star, 6 star in the hacker rank, you can simply put it in the LinkedIn. I know the problem solving skills. Make sense? So we are targeting this on the hacker rank. We'll be solving the problem statement in the lead code, and we have our own contest as well. Okay. Is it clear? As in lead code, how many stars? How many you can get it, man? It's your Shraddha. Okay. So let's have a further discussion. See, of course, these are the topics. If you want, you can go through that. I'll share the list. So you'll be covering DP, graph, trees, hashing, all that stuff. You know, how many of you know about the hash map? Hash map. How many of you know about hash map?
Very basic.
So I know basics of it.
Basis of hash map. Do you know its internal working? How does hash map works?
Using
Yes,
key
sir.
value
Hashnet
pairs.
actually use internally hash table data set,
Yes.
and its value stored as the key and value pair. Sir.
Hash table, key and value. So how does it stores the value in form of hash table?
Sir, it is in the form of linked list when the node grows.
Okay. But how it will go?
Hash code generated, and on the basis of hash code, index will be calculated. Then store our element index wise.
Hash code don't have index. Sir.
Okay. Raj, will it always have the 16 indexes? Guys, I'm viewing your answer as well as I'm listening it to you. So probably it will be delaying the response. Will it always be 16 index? No, right? It can change. So internal working initially makes sense. So we're going to discuss how does your hash map works internally. That means internals of your collection library, because it's very much important, specifically this hash map. I'll say that this was, as per the review from the students, this was asked in JP Morgan and Chase.
I faced this problem in Barclays also. Barclays interview.
Bhushan didn't get you.
I faced this question in Barclays interview, sir.
In which interview?
Barclays.
Barclays.
Yes, sir.
Let me correct. Please correct me. Spelling is wrong. Barclays, right?
ELAYS.
So I'll go through the syllabus, but what are the problem statements I have covered? These are asked in these companies. I'm not saying that I have covered all the problem statement, but it will give you an overview how to tackle the problem statement from Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, and you will get the confidence. Okay, problem statements are not that hard, and I can tackle it. See, everything is possible if you will practice. DSA is not like any other course which you have taken. Trust me, if instructor is putting 30% of efforts, 70% is from your end. Okay. So guys, we will start with the patterns. What we'll discuss in the pattern? Very fundamentals, like how to print the stars. Something like this. Very fundamentals. And once we process, we will complicate the pattern 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so on. And we will also make some diamond shape structure for the practice. Okay. So these are the contents which I have created. So for sure you have to solve this. You have to practice on the hacker rank. You have to practice on the lead code. Basically, DSA should be your life for the next 2 to 3 months. Okay. Then questions on the fundamentals of an array, fundamentals of matrix. If you want, I can make you to go through these. As of now, I'm just scrolling it down. If you have any doubts at any point, let me know. Time and space complexity, number system, data types, importance of constraint. Okay. Had you ever opened the hacker rank? Anyone solve the problem statements hacker rank?
Not yet started, sir.
Not yet started.
Yeah.
Is there anyone who has solved it?
Sir, I solved some of the problems.
You solved it.
Yes, sir.
Had you ever looked into there's a constraint mentioned?
Yes, sir. We have gone through it, sir. Yeah.
Between some values, we have to take the input values.
Right. So what's the importance of constraint?
That it will not go beyond that, and or the limit value will be defined.
Value is defined. So how does constraint help you to solve the problem statement?
In between of them, we have to initialize the value. That means we have to take
Can
the
I
input
say
value.
that? Yeah. So if data, can I say that it helps you to select the data type? Basically, if range is from 10 to the power 9 int, 10 to the power 18 long. Right? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Another importance of constraint is it helps you to find out feasible
What
and
data type we
non-feasible.
have?
Feasible and non-feasible solution. It helps you to calculate time and space complexity. Okay, so all that stuff would be discussed. Basically, you've seen it, but I'll try to give the different perspective. Okay, what is brute force algorithm? See, brute force is something like that. Uh, you don't care about the time complexity. You don't care about the space complexity. Time complexity, you don't care. Space complexity, you don't care. You just make sure that my solution is working. So if you come up with that mindset, the solution which you get is called brute force. Got it? So we come up with a brute force solution and slowly we try to optimize it. This is the approach which we will follow in the course. Okay. Now, these are the problems written in from the bit manipulation. As you see, one of the basics are done, one of the problems written from the Microsoft is being covered, another from the Google. And it proceeds forward, right? Let me clear it. So Airbnb, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, we tried to cover each and everything. Cool, guys? Like, I can keep on scrolling this. Okay, so I'll say that this is the basics. Do you think that something is being missing and you want to learn that? Anyone? No?
DSA is missing, sir. Want to learn?
It's an entire thing as a DSA. See, all the data
Yes,
sets
sir,
are
yes,
mentioned. Stack, queues, hashing, collection libraries, backtracking. Backtracking isn't part of your recursion.
Sir?
Go ahead, Sagar.
Yeah, like just before you mentioned about binary search, so searching also will be there, right?
Of course, searching would be there. I forgot to mention it over here, I guess. Of course, see, linear search and the binary search are very important, so definitely searching would be there. Thanks for pointing it out. I'll add it over there. Anything else, guys, which is being missing?
Sometimes when we are
It's fine. If you have any doubts, you can ask. How does syllabus is going to proceed and anything?
Sir,
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I am audible. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Sir, would you cover latest version of Java that help in performing code more optimized?
Be very honest, when you're coding for DSA, nobody will check.
Sir, actually, I am working currently working guy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sometime, as you know, new version of Java, new features of Java in latest version. There are a lot of methods that help in performing our code more. It will help in increasing the performance. So, would you cover that part? Like Stream API, there are some methods are there that help to do things faster in term of performance.
Makes sense, Akshay, but we won't be covering it over here. Even if you will use the Stream API in the interview, there are very high chances they can ask you to tell the logic how your Stream API is working. So at the end, it will boils down to the fundamental. See, these language level features will come and go. You will get maybe today working in Java. I'm not talking about the experienced people having 3 to 5 years of experience. If you're having 0 to 2, it can happen that currently you're working in Java. Next time someone will say, I will double your package, come and work in Node.js. Won't you go? So language can change. Your fundamentals of the DSA will remain intact. How you proceed towards the problem statement. Guys, I have this philosophy. We will be having the session from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday are for your practice. When you don't have the office work, you can sit, with calm mind and try to solve more problem statements which you have discussed on Monday to Friday. Okay. So I think this would be a better approach.
Sir, what about timing?
What about the timings? Shall we go with from 8:30 to 9:15? Today session is extended from 8:30 to 9:15.
Can we start the session at 7 or 7:30?
Didn't get you.
So please start from after 8:45.
8:45.
Yeah.
No, sir. Our office time
No,
is
sir,
not,
no,
sir.
sir. Yeah, 9:30 Scrum call is there, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I think.
Start the session before 7:30 hits it.
Before
7 sir. 7 to 7:30. Between of them, start the session.
it will collide with the spring's timing. Many people are attending spring, right? Yes, no.
Usually makes sir 8 a.m. or at like a 7:30
Is
or
it fine for everyone for 8 p.m.? 8 a.m. Sorry. 8
yeah,
a.m.?
yeah, 8 a.m. Yeah, good, good.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Good.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
no, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
It's okay.
My
8 is okay.
8:30.
You should go with the majority.
No, sir.
No, sir.
It's 7.
Yeah,
Seven.
sir. Voting you can do, sir.
It will
Go with
collide, right?
majority. Yeah.
8
8
is
a.m.
fine,
good.
sir.
Yeah.
Is it fine, right? We
8:30 to
should go with
9:15 is good, sir.
8:30 to
8:30 to
9:15.
9:15 is okay, sir.
Cool, guys. It will cover both the aspects. Let's go with 8:30 to 9:15. Don't feel that okay, session is with the less time. You can miss out the concepts. If required, I'll take the workshops on the Saturday. So on the Saturday, we can take the workshop for 2 to 3 hours, and it will sum up things. Okay.
Sir, long session workshop don't take, sir, because sir, on Saturday, we also working, so that will be good for the practicing, sir. Means in the
I'm not
8
saying
time.
always. I'm not saying always.
So normal
Once
session
in a while.
time. Normal session will be
Saying
good.
go with majority, sir. 8 a.m. also. Go with majority, sir.
Okay, so I'll give your reviews to the Ashok and let him finalize.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes.
8:30 is okay, sir.
8:30, sir. Hello, sir. Okay,
8:30.
because
Yes,
I
sir.
have
8:30 is
spring
okay,
batch.
sir.
Hello, sir.
I
Spring
got
batch
your point.
7 a.m. to 8:30 spring batch, sir. Spring batch.
That's what I'm trying to say. That okay. And one more thing, guys. Those who are attending the spring, not to worry. Your batch, which was going till 8:30, will finish it off at 8:15. Okay. So that you will have the 15 minutes time to join DSA. Sorry. Is it fine to everyone? Your batch will finish
No,
15 minutes
sir.
earlier. I'll talk to you.
No, sir. Microservices is going.
Okay. So, but anyhow, you have to manage
8:30 is
that.
okay.
No, our
8:30
batch
You have
will
to
be from
manage it,
8:30.
buddy.
Our batch will be from 8:30. Okay. Your spring boot
8:30
will
is
finish
fine,
up at
sir.
8:15.
8:15 is also fine, sir. It's not an issue.
Oh, Baba, what I'm saying is your spring boot batch. Your spring is going, right? Okay. There is an Ashok sir batch, right? Which goes till 8:30. Guys, yes or no?
That will be ended by 8:15.
8:30 is fine, sir.
Yes,
Fine,
it will end by 8:15 so that they can join that. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, guys, any other doubts you have in the mind with respect to the DSA? And I think you know the importance of
video
DSA.
also provided. Sir, I couldn't see trees in this topics. Trees.
Trees would be there. How could I miss it?
Couldn't
Okay.
see.
Trees is also missed. Let me walk you through that once more so that you can be sure the trees have been covered. Areas, trees are there. Okay. So trees will be covered, not to worry.
So these will be recorded sessions, right? We can.
Yes, session would be recorded. And regarding that, Ashok would be the right person to guide you through
Sir, I have a question over here.
that.
How many questions we are going to solve? Like, can we just solve, like, because trees, graphs are like bit and dynamic programming are like bit complex topics compared to array and all. So, like, more time if we focus on that and more problem solving in trees, graphs, and DP. So, like, how many problems we are going to solve in these sectors and how much time we are going to spend in this? Can you please let us know?
See, we will dedicate a lot of time in the DP reasoning graph. So as you can see that from 195 to around 222 other questions with respect to the trees, so roughly around 20 questions. Of
The,
course,
for DP and graphs.
For the DP, I have mentioned around 15 problem statements roughly. And for the graph, we will be having the similar kind of stuff, around 10 to 15 problem statements in the graph. So it will be more than enough to boost your fundamentals. Remaining, whenever you feel that, okay, this is a particular topic of strength which I need to work more, you should solve more one statement in that particular topic to get more strength.
And in between also, like when we are solving myself, so getting stuck, and the main second thing is like even suppose we are in TP or like we are forgetting the traversal of trees or something like that is happening, like that is missing, like that I'm getting forgetting.
So what we can do, like I forgot to mention, we will organize a workshop after every 2 weeks. Or if you're practicing more and doubts are more, we will reduce that workshop to 1 week. Every week we will have a workshop which will last for 1 to 2 hours. And that
Yes, sir.
workshop you can come up with your doubts.
So definitely. That will help
Like
me
if
a
we
lot.
are problem solving, like apart from this problem, so will you please help me, like anyone support will be there, anyone from the
Of
team or
course,
Ashok
your
IT?
support will be there for 1 year. If you're able to face any problem statements, you can come up with you can put it in the group and we will take it up and answer it.
Because
can you tell me
these are very basic,
this course?
but in the real-time questions they ask is like very hard. Like right now, like Walmart question was there, like was contest was going on the Hacker Earth, and that second question was like too complex, like folder finding somewhere from they gave question, like we have to find this folder from the top. So like getting stuck. So those kind of problems for solving, like if orthopedic support will help me that.
Of course, see, you can put into the group. If someone is available, they will try to answer and help you out. Of course, like plagiarism is not we motivate, but it's fine if you're doing that. So it's your personal choice. Okay.
Yes. Thank
you. Sir, can you tell me fee in this course?
I guess fees and all that stuff, like Ashok would be the right person to discuss and the admin team.
Hello, sir. So what is the timing that we have decided now? 8:30?
As of now, we'll stick to 8:30 to 9:50.
8:30 to 9:30, right?
9:15 because people have the office right from 9:30 Scrum house. We'll try to wind up at 9:15. If you have the doubts, you can stay with me and we can have the discussion.
Okay. I mean, the session will go on till 9:30, but people who want to drop off can drop off at 9:15, right?
Of course, there would be no new concept, just the doubt clearance. And those who are missing the cloud clearance, I'll organize a weekly workshop and you can clarify your doubts.
All right then. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, guys. One more thing. If you're able to qualify, if you're able to solve all the problem statements in the contest which we have given, and if you're able to solve at least 5-star, we will give you an opportunity to become a mentor at Ashok IT. What are the advantages of becoming a mentor? We will discuss something sometimes later. Any other doubts? If you have in your mind, you can put it forward.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, I have a question. Apart not related to the DSA. Question. So how the inflation will be? This now I am heard about in the market is about the inflation and in the recession, ahead of the recession. So how it will be impacted in India? Any idea? So it's a vague question. It's not related to the DSA and apart.
I understand. First of all, like I'm not sure that I can answer that question, but as per my understanding, what I feel, it totally depends on how USA is heading. If there is a war between China and Taiwan, which you are hearing out in the news.
Yeah, true.
That breaks out, recession is inevitable. Definitely it will be there. Now, see, you know that in India, there are a lot of FDI, right? Foreign direct investments. So if they pull out the money from the market, definitely it will lead it over there. See, winter recession is already there. It's not the new thing. What is winter recession? Okay, I try to put it in this way. For example, Amazon comes up to you, and it's a very factual based, I have come up with the data. You know what was then package for Amazon earlier for a fresher? Can you guess? For a fresher.
Around 15 to 20 lakhs something with perks.
15, base was 15 and package was 29 LPA. So base was around 14 LPA. And regarding some joining, base was 14. Cool. But these shares which you get, it vested in 4 years. A new company comes up. Let's take that. I have created my own company, XYZ. I comes up, I'll say that I can't offer you 29, but I will give you basis 20. What you will join? Amazon or my company?
Definitely XYZ.
XYZ, right? Because it didn't, I will say that flexible work from home and I'll give you 10 policies. You can do that, you can do that. You can log in at any time, you can log out at any time. And I'll list on many perks. You will get the ownership, blah, blah, blah. You will join me. Cool. So what had happened? These companies are literally losing the talents because of these companies. Now, can you guess what is the current package for Amazon as a fresher?
Currently 25 to 27, I guess.
44 LPS.
But
That 40, sir. Around.
44, 45 LPS.
45 LP and base has changed to 17, and they will also give the joining bonus. So the bar has been raised. Now, what had happened? These XYZ companies are getting lots of funding. Now, funding freezed. What they will do? They will lay off. Yes or no? Funding is freezed, they will do the layoff. The person who was working at 20 is now berozgar. Will it be ready to work in 15?
No, sir.
No.
If he's not getting the job, if market is too high.
If he's not getting job, then he'll ready to go with it.
Of course, right? See, what has happened because of the layoff, there are massive layoffs and job opportunities are not too much. So sometimes HRs try to squeeze you out. I'm not saying always, but it can happen. And if let's say the new joinee who knows that he can get up to the 20, but seeing the current market situation, won't it, he will settle in the less around 12 to 13? A new fresher. Are you getting the point, guys? So because of
Yes,
that,
got it. I got it.
Bar is being reduced. It's already been done. I'm not sure how worse it will go. So many companies have freezes their hiring. So I'll say that keep two important things in your resume. One is TSA. Once your DSA is there, try to upgrade yourself to the system. First of all, DSA is very, very important. If you clear the DSA and if you're trying for SD2, SD3, system design fundamentals, they can ask. But SD1 package is also very lucrative.
Sir, what is system design, sir?
System design. Guys, let's keep it for some other day. We are already out of time.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining. We will make sure that our session ends at 9:15 from tomorrow.
Yeah, I have one quick question. When will be this course will start?
From tomorrow onwards, you'll start seeing the problem statements in the pattern printing.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Yogita.
Sir, I have one question. I only know half of Java. Can I attend this DSA?
Are you good in Java? Do you know for loops?
Sir, sorry.
Do you know for loops in Java?
Yes, sir.
Can you simply print even and odd?
Yes, yes.
Do you know scanner?
Yes, sir.
That's more than enough.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Yogita. Anyone else has any other doubt?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Hello, I have a question, sir. For solving DSA problem, it is mandatory to have a good command on aptitude or what?
Not required. The only thing which is required that you should be focused on the session. You're practicing it. That's more than enough for us.
Sir?
Anything else, guys? Go ahead.
Yeah, like we'll be discussing the concepts first, like for example,
course.
like
We will
arrays or
discuss
linked
the
lists. First concept, then we'll move on to the questions, right?
Right. That would be in our approach.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Sagar. Vijit, do you want to ask something?
Yeah, sir. One more thing. Like when we apply for any post company like PayPal or Walmart, anywhere like product-based companies, in the skill set they mention like Java, Jenkins, CI/CD, AWS, like all those stuff. We have real-time experience, Spring Boot, and those things. But when they hire, they give the problem statement. So if we are mainly focusing on this DSA, like suppose 4 to 5 months, like those skills like Dockers and all, everything I'm like forgetting, right? Like that, like the real time hooks and all these things. Like basics I would be knowing, but creating like APIs and all basics, it's fine. But they give me like some complex things in the real time. Like they ask to create this API and check how will you implement security other than this way. Like another one like two-factor authentication. Have you implemented this? Have you worked on that? So I'm like, no, I don't have real-time experience. So like they rejected me.
Of course,
So how? Yeah, so like how we can manage the things?
See the point, definitely they will have the discussion on the project. But what I'm saying is there are many companies, if you mention that you've worked on the particular technology, once they check your DSS skills, they'll move forward.
Okay. No, actually, I have been put into that support project as well. Like earlier, I was in development. Now they are friendly for giving that support project. And like skill set is being like getting played. I'm not into the Java completely. I'm not into C# completely. Like sometimes they are giving like bug in the C#, sometimes in the Java, like that. It is, I mean, not in, and even in their SQL queries, like this query, you need to check and optimize the query. Like this, like playing on in the support.
This one, I'll say that you can master the DSA and you can easily make a switch.
Okay. So that time it won't be a problem. Like they
Don't have to worry much about it.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Sir, what about 3+ year experience person? Means like how much package they have target?
See, majority of them are able to make more than 20 as an piece. Compensation depends from company to company.
Okay. Okay.
You can at least 20 you can base or 15 plus as an base plus 4 to 5 as an joining bonus. You can get it very easily.
Okay. Because current package 10 lakhs, it means 10 and 3+ experience. So should I target for the 30 base package also?
I'll say that go with the base 25.
Okay.
Try to get 4 to 5 as a joining bonus and try to get some piece of around 20 lakhs.
Okay.
In the long run, everything is compensated. See, a company like negotiate a lot in order to increase the space.
Yes. But most probably depend on base pay current package also now.
Right. So you can easily make it 20. You can very easily make it. Apart from that, you should get some multiple offer letters. So that
Yes.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Anyone else has any doubt? You can ask. No? I'm ending the session, guys. Thanks for joining.